This video is my personal opinion, and it doesn't make you invalid in yours. Please keep discussion respectful and light, as K-pop is not that serious, and I mean no harm by expressing my thoughts on the internet. Without further disclaimers, let's start talking about awful K-pop trends. Another pet peeve of mine is short songs without a bridge. This is also happening in pop music, and man, am I tired of this. Artists that have some of their most iconic songs go big because of the bridge have stopped putting bridges in their music in order to appease the streaming standards and get more money off repeated streams. Bridges are the section of music that is used to build tension, function as a transition, and add variety. Bridges in K-pop are among the most iconic parts, and are extremely good to build up a final chorus. K-pop groups are suffering from the short runtime, even more since there's such an emphasis on a big final chorus and a dance break. It's either those choruses and dance breaks are completely gone from the song, or just rushed in without a bridge to build them up. Short music is just another form of how attention spans are rotting. Streaming is simply not paying artists enough, and Billboard needs to update their regulations to stop artists from literally selling out to chart better. If streaming services paid artists for streaming time rather than per song, then artists would be incentivized to allow their music to breathe. The current model encouraging short songs that have nothing to offer but TikTokable choruses that take up half of the song's runtime are literally choking music and not allowing songs to properly develop. It's at the point where songs are purposely sounding unfinished to have people listen to them again. Unfinished music, abruptly cut just like this sentence, are a genuine marketing tactic now. K-pop has always been gimmicky with catchy choruses and dances, but it also used to have long runtimes with amazing bridges, verses, dance breaks, and big endings. We need bridges. We need complete music. We need K-pop to get out of this slump now. Stray Kids' Chick Chick Boom just cutting it to the final chorus gave me actual whiplash, and the only song to be over 4 minutes long this year is Cosmic by Red Velvet. The state of the industry is actually embarrassing. Get off your ass and add 2 minutes of runtime to your songs. It's not that hard. Ever since NCT stepped on this earth, we have been subjected to worse EDM than before, and now it's literally straight up noise with no melodies. The way every boy group is debuting with the sound to this day is horrible. And to make matters worse, Blackpink decided they want to do it too. So now every girl group was doing that for literally years, and my ears were bleeding, begging for this pollution to stop. Nerd music is lazy, allows bad vocalists to debut, and hides real vocal ability by allowing groups to yell or talk sing instead of actually singing. The structure of a nosy song is typically a talk singing section, or rap, and a chorus which is very loud, weird instrumental, with the group shouting the hook over it. It can be done right as proven by NCT and even Stray Kids in a good year, but man, besides Blackpink, I don't think there has been a girl group that's ever benefited from going girl crush, and that typically straight up tanked girl group careers. I would even argue Blackpink didn't musically benefit from going noise music, since it ended up in large complaints about how all their songs are formulaic. And yeah, from Kill the Stuff to How We Like That to Pink Venom, their songs are structured in a classic noisy way. aespa Girls was leaked to be a scrapped NCT song, and the sound was so far from what the mice usually like that it ended up being their worst performing single of all time. Weekly going from teen crush to girl crush has actually forever doomed them too. The amount of new boy groups in fourth generation who inherently just sound like either NCT or Stray Kids might be the reason boy groups ended up falling from grace so much in terms of general public likeliness, since the music just became hard to listen to as a casual. I genuinely can enjoy some noise music, and I am down for it when groups do it right, but most of the time it ends up pulling a boring structure in the most lazy way and is still overdone, even when it has started training out of the mainstream. Rise's Lucky, Nugent Supernatural, and Right Now, Stray Kids Social Pat, aespa Hotness, and many more come to mind as being mostly English, while officially released as lead singles for the Japanese market. Companies releasing for the Japanese market, please pay a songwriter who speaks Japanese and have them change the lyrics from your English demos into Japanese. Your Japanese fans deserve to at least have that much care if you're going to release something aimed at their home market. K-pop groups kinda started viewing Japan as an easy market and put all their efforts towards the USA, but that's not the case at all. Japanese fans deserve, at the bare minimum, to listen to songs with more than 25% Japanese in them. They are paying much more for albums and concerts than Korean or Western fans, since the music industry is so expensive there. Just release proper Japanese music for them. You're already making a Japanese album. Speaking of promotions, K-pop idol stopped doing that. Y'all shocked Kiss of Life is still promoting Sticky, but that needs to be the norm. If groups want to succeed with the public, they have to stop relying on fans or going viral. They need to promote on music shows for a long time and go on every variety show they can get. I don't know what shifted in order to delude companies into believing that TikTok challenges and a week of promotions on music shows is enough, but it is not. I'm looking at you Big Four especially. Literally not one Big Four group doing longer than 2 weeks on music shows and more than 4 variety shows. It's actually insane how K-pop companies decided they can just save money on scheduling and doing promotion cycles. This only further convinces me that K-pop is just a huge cash grab. From short song whose only substance is TikTokable curses to literally no effort in promoting. What happened to eras? Music is fast food. i-dle that barely got to do anything for their 10th anniversary. And that's so devastating. Veteran groups deserve to promote such big milestones. Same goes for EXO, who dropped Green Soda and disappeared. And I'm not even beginning on YG with Treasure and Baby Monster, who haven't even been on a single variety show yet. Maybe like YouTube once or small channels. I'm not exactly their biggest fan, but I haven't seen them on a serious one. Releasing content on YouTube and concerts to make the company money isn't sufficient promoting. It doesn't push groups into the public's conscience. And not being in public conscience is bad. It means you're not being promoted enough. And NYX is doing slightly more, but not nearly enough. I haven't heard anything about them since Dash, which means yeppi isn't doing enough. If I haven't heard anything about a group since their comeback in the beginning of the year, and I have to actively seek them out to know what's going on with them, that means the company is not doing enough. Yeppi used to send the groups out to promote a lot. Twice used to do so much to the point of extreme exhaustion, because yeppi knew they wouldn't get by without promoting. Twice not promoting at all might be one of the reasons for the lackluster chart performance nowadays. I haven't seen Stray Kids on a variety show during their God's Menu to case 1 for 3 eras, and I saw them on 1 for S-Class. Anyways, not enough. You'd think after itzy blew up with sneakers thanks to a variety show, they'd send all the groups everywhere, but no. i-dle has barely done any non-music show or festival promotion and are literally rookies. They only ended up blowing up thanks to TikTok, and that's purely luck. Nugent is relying purely on music, which will only work for them. Hype, do not take notes on this for TXT and enhypen and from S9. Send them to do stuff. It literally helps so much to have the public know their faces. I'm tired of emphasizing this thing. Please promote your idols. It's content for fans. Pushes them to the top and creates a more solid era. Oh, buckle up, this is about to be a rant. Girl, I'm tired of stans fighting over lines. At least back then, you could end the argument with this idol is the main vocalist and that's why they got lines. So shut up and move on. And that used to work. Now we got delusional stans thinking their faves are all-rounders because companies sold them this group has no positions because they're all-rounders. No, your favorites aren't all-rounders. The line distribution shows that very clearly. Some of them are just dozens, and it's now easier to hide with lip syncing and lack of set positions to outright scream. This idol has all sub positions, so they're not very good, but hey, here's a visual position to remind you. K-pop is based on appearance, and autotune will do the rest. K-pop idols are the most average they've been at singing since companies don't need to debut main vocalists anymore. Groups like i-dle that came from a rigged survival show without a clear main vocalist in their lineup, alongside NewJeans and enhypen, who have 2 vocalists at a lead level only without a set position. There's no Vendi or Geo who instantly stand out for being powerhouse vocalists, in most new groups who have no positions. I'm also tired of K-pop stans thinking their favorites are all-rounders just because companies try to market that by not explicitly publishing positions. They still build groups using positions. They have quotas to fill, and that's how trainees are chosen to be in a group. They have to serve a purpose and cover for a weakness. That was a good thing too. K-pop idols used to excel in one thing in order to cover each other's weaknesses because they're a group. That's one of the advantages of being in the group. Possessives choose to help people. get to know the members, and help establish a sense of identity to each member in the public eye. Positions still exist subconsciously. We still rank idols because we are human. So instead of having people fight it out, how about outright saying the positions, since they were most definitely assigned to idols behind the scenes? And no, please, don't do this to me in the comments. Don't start writing, yes, but not XYZ group. Literally all groups have positions. Members excel at stuff more than other members. That's okay. They're a group. They're meant to cover for each other. Skirts on male idols has never looked good, not even once. I am not against feminine clothing on men. In fact, I am literally one of the biggest cropped up advocates. We love you, Kai, but K-pop stylists don't know how to work with skirts on men. They either have a skirt that's way too long and makes it uncomfortable to do choreography in, or just have half skirts that look like a piece of fabric that was attached to their waists. Not even female idols wear long skirts because it's hard to dance in. It's just not a good piece of clothing to put on idols. There is no popular way to style skirts on men, and it's absolutely ridiculous how K-pop stylists do it. I understand in popular media you mostly see skirts for shock value, but that doesn't take away the liberty of stylists to try and do something interesting with it. On men, if you're not gonna do it well, then just drop it. Go for the crop top. It will always look better, plus it will get better fan reactions than the forced "oh my god, XYZ with a skirt." And with that, thank you for listening to me ramble. As always, healthy discussions in the comments are encouraged, and I'm willing to listen and change my mind. If you find this entertaining, feel free to check out other videos. I am always this feisty, so you'll probably be entertained by my yapping.